So let's start with the rapid fire. The first one, describe what your organization does in one sentence.
We create ad filtering software, which gives users the ability to browse the web without annoying ads, while working on a healthy value exchange between users, publishers, and advertisers.
Well done. How long does it take you to get ready in the mornings?
15 to 20 minutes.
Most valuable skill you've learned in life?
Don't be afraid to be controversial.
City in which the best kiss of your life happened?
A small German town called Oldenburg, because that's where I had the very first one, which is the best.
How many speakers can you name at this conference?
None.
In one sentence, describe one problem that your organization is facing.
The challenge that we're all facing is how can high quality content like good journalism be monetized so that it's accessible for everyone? And I think we have pretty good solutions for that.
How do you relax?
I work out and I go for walks with my dog.
A habit of yours that you hate?
Procrastinating.
Work from home or work from office?
Lately, more and more work from home.
Most embarrassing moment of your life?
I'm going to use my pass on that.
How many hours of sleep can you survive on?
4.
Your favorite app?
Google Maps.
Biggest mistake of your career?
Again, I'm going to use my pass.
First movie that comes to your mind when I say the word technology?
I don't watch any movies.
How many cups of coffee do you drink in a day?
4.
Favorite Netflix show?
Ozark.
Let's go on to the bigger questions. The first one is, what are your views on the rise of acceptable ads being the downfall of ad blocking? And in your opinion, how many ads do you think are not annoying and can be qualified as acceptable?
Well, I think this is exactly the key challenge. We need to find the right balance between what is acceptable by users and still provide sufficient monetization opportunities for publishers to support content creators and high quality content like journalism. And I personally think there are many ad experiences that are not only valuable, but also enjoyable.
So could you just give us an example of one of these that stands out for you?
I think the key is to not interrupt the user from what they are trying to do. So the more you're staying out of the way of the user and the more you're letting the user to decide to interact with your ad, the more acceptable it is, at least for the users that we represent.
What do you think is the future of ad filtering technologies? How is ad filtering essentially different from traditional ad blocking methods?
Well, I think more and more users want to be part of a healthy value exchange with publishers and content creators. And blocking all ads is a way to, as a user, to have control over your browsing experience. At the same time, we have to ensure that great content still can be monetized. And this is what ad filtering is all about, to figure out what that perfect balance is between monetization and a great user experience.
So do you think ad filtering and machine learning can be correlated? And if yes, then what is the need for establishing and leveraging this relationship between the two?
Well, we are investing a lot in automating the ad filtering technology, which means we want to automatically detect what is an ad, what is an annoying ad, and what is organic content.
So recent reports have shown that YouTube's ad business has been shrinking. So given the situation, what are your views on the scope of the online advertising market or business now?
I think there are always fluctuations, but at the end of the day, we all have to realize how important the online advertising market is, because it's ultimately the backbone of providing access to free information.
And what do you think of Apple's crackdown on advertising within its iPhone?
I think it creates opportunities it creates opportunities to rethink how we can ensure there's privacy and transparency for consumers, while at the same time ensuring there is a relevant ad experience, and that advertisers have the ability to target relevant audiences.
Okay. And the next one is, according to you, what rules should govern an online advertising business?
Well, the key for us is that our rules are not determined by one entity, not determined by our company. It's determined by an independent nonprofit organization, which includes all the relevant stakeholders in figuring out the perfect balance between great user experience and monetization.
So what are these organizations then?
We ultimately have three coalitions. There's a for-profit coalition that is made up with publishers, ad tech companies, advertising agencies. We have a user coalition where we have digital rights organizations and actual users represented. And we also have a more academic coalition with researchers from universities, for example. And those three coalitions, I think they create the perfect balance that we're aiming for.
And how did the idea to establish such a diverse coalition come about?
Well, the idea was always there because it's kind of obvious that we need to include all the relevant stakeholders in really figuring out what is the right ad experience. It took us a while to establish this body, but for the last couple of years, we've been now working very successfully with the Acceptable Ads Committee, which creates the rules for an advertising experience that respects the user's wishes.
All right. So the last question for you is, what would you be doing in your life if not this?
Do I still have a pass left?
Yes, you can pass that.
No, I'm actually one of the things that we have recently developed into as an organization is that we now have a new management team in place. So I, as a founder, get the chance to take a step back from the day-to-day of managing the company, which allows me to spend more time with the family as well.